Hello everybody, how are you? We are back with reading the book The Power of Conscience by Neville Goddard. This incredible master, mystic. I ask you to subscribe, share, and leave your like. Thanks. Chapter 5. The Truth That Sets You Free. The drama of life is the psychological one in which all the conditions, circumstances and events of your life are brought to pass by your assumptions. Since your life is determined by your assumptions, you are forced to recognize the fact that you are either a slave to your assumption or your master. To become the master of his assumption is the key to the long for freedom and happiness. You can achieve this realm by the deliberate conscious control of your imagination. You determine your actions in this way, form a mental image, an image of the desired state, of the person you want to be. Focus your attention on the feeling that you are already that person. First, visualize the image in your consciousness. So feel yourself in that state, like he really formed in his world around. Through your imagination, what was a mere mental image becomes an apparently solid reality. The big secret is a controlled imagination and a firm and repeated attention focused on the object to be realized. It cannot be emphasized that, through the creation of an ideal within your mental sphere, assuming that you are already that ideal, you identify with it and, thus, it becomes your image, thinking from the ideal, into instead of thinking about the ideal. Each state is already there as mere possibilities, while we think of them, but is real power when we think from them. This was called by the ancient masters, subjection to the will of God, or rest in the Lord, and the only real test of resting in the Lord is that everyone who does rest is inevitably transformed into the image of what they rest thinking about, starting from desire accomplished. You transform according to your resigned will. It is your thought of that and everything you agree to be true. You, assuming the feeling of your fulfilled desire, take upon themselves the results of these states. By not assuming the feeling of your wish fulfilled, you are always free of the results. When you understand the function of the Redeemer of the imagination, you have in your hands the key to the solution of all your problems. Each phase of your life is done by exercising your imagination. Imagination determined alone is the means of your progress, the fulfillment of your dreams. It is the beginning and the end of all creation. The big secret is a controlled imagination and a well-sustained attention firmly and repeatedly focused on the feeling of the desire fulfilled until it fills the mind and multitudes of all other ideas outside of consciousness. What greater gift could be given to you than to be told the truth that will set you free? The truth that frees you is that you can experience in imagination what you want to experience in reality, and by maintaining that experience in imagination, your desire will become a reality. You are limited only by your uncontrolled imagination and lack of attention to or feeling of your desire fulfilled. When the imagination is not controlled and the attention is not fixed on the feeling of the desire fulfilled, then the amount of prayers, devotion or invocation will not matter. It will not produce the desired effect. When you can call any image you want at will, when the forms of your imagination are as vivid for you as the forms of nature, you are the master of your destiny. You must stop spending your thoughts, your time and your money. Everything in life should be an investment. Visions of beauty and splendor, forms of a long-lost race, sounds and faces and voices, from the fourth dimension of space, and through the unlimited universe, our thoughts go like lightning. Some call it imagination, and others call it God. Dr. George W. Carey. Chapter 6. Attention is someone who has a divided mind and is unstable in all its ways. James 1. Attention is forced in proportion to the narrowness of your focus, that is, when you are obsessed with an idea or sensation and stabilized powerfully focused only by such adjustment of the mind as it allows you to see only one thing, for you to steady your attention and increase your power, trusting. The desire that is perceived is always a desire on which attention focuses exclusively. To have an idea, it is endowed with power only in proportion with the degree of attention fixed on it. Concentrated observation is the attentive attitude towards a specific end. Attentive attitude involves selection, because when you pay attention, it means that you have decided to focus your attention. It means that you have decided to focus your attention on one object or state, instead of another. Therefore, when you know what you want, You must deliberately focus your attention on the sensation of your desire fulfilled until the feeling fills the mind and crowds all other ideas outside of your consciousness. Strength gives attention as a measure of your inner strength. Concentrated observation of one thing leaves out other things and makes them disappear. The great secret of success is to focus attention on the feeling of the desire fulfilled without allowing any distraction. All progress depends on an increase in attention. The ideas that prevent action are those that dominate consciousness, those that have attention. The idea that excludes all others from the field of attention discharges into action. This is one thing I do, forgetting all those things that are behind me, I proceed to the target. This means that, one thing you can do, forgetting the things that are left behind. You can move forward with your goal by filling your mind content and your wish fulfilled. To the layman, all this seems to be mere fantasy, but all progress comes from those who do not take the vision of what is coming, nor accept the world as it is. As has been said so far, if you can imagine what you want, and if the forms of your thoughts are as vibrant as the forms of nature, which are by virtue of the power of your imagination, master of your destiny. Your imagination is yourself, and the world as your imagination sees it is the real world. When you started to master attention movements, what should be done if you want to succeed in changing the course from which you observe events, and then realizing the control they exercise over your imagination and how much it is dominated by sensory impressions, and to put the drift on the tides of moods? To help master your control of your attention, practice this exercise. Night after night, just before you fall asleep, strive to keep your attention on the day's activities in reverse order. Focus your attention on the last thing you did, namely, go to bed, and then move it back in time through the events until you reach the first event of the day, get out of bed. This is not an easy exercise, but only with specific exercises helps in the development of specific muscles. This will help a lot in the development of the muscle of your attention. Your attention must be developed, controlled, and concentrated, in order to successfully change your concept of it and thus change your future. Imagination is capable of doing anything, but only with the inner dimension of your attention. If you persist, night after night, sooner or later you will awaken in yourself a center of power you become aware of descended from greater self, the real you. Attention is developed by repeated exercise or habit. Through habit, an action becomes easier, and in the course of time an increase in capacity is given, which can then be put to higher uses. When you attain control of the inner direction of your attention, you will no longer be in shallow waters, but will launch yourself into the depths of your life. You will walk in the assumption of the wish fulfilled as on a more solid base, even if on earth.